Dear students, good afternoon and welcome to GC Ordinary Level History Paper 1 and Extra Tips, presented to you by Sir Moses. For those of you who have not yet seen Sir Moses, here is Sir Moses in person, particular in person, right? I am going to present you people a very technique and tips for paper 1 and extra for the ordinary level in such a way that it will be easier for you to answer the questions of paper 1 and the extra without any problem. We are going to start in a few seconds. Okay, as mentioned and promised, right? We are going to start with Cameroon on the eve of German annexation. Now, take note that the first two MCQ are often from this particular topic. Sometimes, but often current are often from this particular topic. Now, once you master these tips, these are direct questions, structural questions, and answered directly. And he has touched all the several parts of this particular topic in such a way that at the end of this activity, what we are going to notice is that the first two questions that came out from GC 2022, because this piece of work was available since before the 2 weeks before the GC. So I came to realize that after giving it all like my students in class, when they got inside the class, they said, wow, the question was so amazing and it was easier for them to answer. So is it the same technique and method that I want to now to introduce to you guys to go through the technique and take any particular paper, either GC ordinary level history or regional mock papers, both any of the regional mock, northwest, southwest, central, littoral, and the one you try it yourself to see what I'm saying. Now we move with the introduction, right? But remember, we are Cameroon on the eve of German annexation. Now look at the first question. Now look at the question that the first missionary to come to Cameroon, right, was the correct answer here is a London Baptist missionary. Now, who were these particular people who came behind the London Baptist missionary, right? You had Jacob Prince and John Clark. Jacob Prince and John Clark. And the official year they arrived Cameroon was 1841. Why that particular year? Why that particular year? Remember, the London Baptist missionary, they were going to the Niger Delta to spread the good news. But they were unable to penetrate this particular area because they were attacked by yellow fever. So Jacob Prince and John Clark, that were situated around Fernando Po, were decided to visit the Cameroon coast, right? At the Cameroon coast now, their activities influenced the coming of Joseph Mary and Alfred Seca. Good. Now you have the second structural questions. Joseph Mary was the Baptist missionary who founded the Jubilee Mission in 1844. It was the first Christian church to be established in Cameroon. Good. Now the question comes, who founded the Jubilee Mission? Joseph Mary. In what year was the Jubilee Mission founded? It was founded in 1844. Now, Alfred Seca founded the Bethel Mission. Now the question comes, who founded the Bethel Mission? Alfred Seca. In which year? 1845. In which town? Douala. Just like the Jubilee Mission. In which town was it founded? The Jubilee Mission was founded in Bimbia, right? Now, the London Baptist missionaries show more interest in the annexation of Cameroon. That is, they wanted their home government to annex Cameroon. Now the question comes: which European or which Christian mission wanted their country to annex Cameroon? The London Baptist missionary. Now the next question comes: Alfred Seca founded Victoria in August 1858. Who founded Victoria? Alfred Seca. Now, Joseph Mary translated the Bible from English to Isubu, while Alfred Seka translated the Bible from English to Douala. Now, the question comes, who translated the Bible from English to Isubu? Joseph Mary. Who translated the Bible from English to Douala? Alfred Seka. Now, in which year was the Court of Equity created? It was created in 1856, and in which town? Douala. So the question now asks, in which year was the Court of Equity created, and in which town? It was created in Douala in 1856. The Court of Justice was created in Victoria. Now, why was the Court of Equity created? It was created to regulate trade. It was created to regulate what? Trade. Now we continue. In 1868, the first German firm, Cameroon firm, was established in Cameroon. And in 1875, the second German firm, Janssen and Tomalen firm, was established in Cameroon. Now the question comes, identify the two German firms in Cameroon. The two German firms in Cameroon, right? You had Cameroon firm established in 1868 and the Janssen and Tomalen firm established in 1875. Just like they can ask you the years these firms were created. For example, in which year was the Cameroon firm created? 1868. In which year was the Janssen and Tomalen firm created? 1875. This is just the first part of our work that we are going to do. Please, I will put a bit of pause for you guys to understand what we are really doing. It's a very good opportunity for those who are going in for GC ordinary level history. You'll be easier and it'll be easier for you people to pass paper one and extract without any problem. We go alongside now. The British companies along the coast before annexation were good. The British company along the coast of Cameroon before annexation, you had R.W. King's, you had Amber's Base, and you had John Hurt's company. Now the question comes, identify the British companies in Cameroon. Or below were the British trading companies in Cameroon on the eve of German annexation. Know that you had R.W. King, you had R.W. King, you had Amber's Base, and you had John Hurt Company. Now, France signed discriminating commercial treaties with which tribes? France signed discriminating commercial treaty with Big Batanga, Malimba, and Campo. Take note, as a question may come, which of the various tribes collaborated with or wanted French annexation? Or where was France influence mostly filled? It was filled in the southern coast, and around the southern coast there, you had Big Batanga, Malimba, and Campo. Now, August 1879 was the year August 1879, pardon, was the year the first letter was written by King Aqua and other king sub-chiefs to Queen Victoria in March 1880. And in March 1881 was the year King Bell wrote a letter through Consort Hereward. In November 1881, King Bell and Aqua wrote a joint letter to Prime Minister Gladstone. In 1883, King William of Bimbia wrote to Queen Victoria. Now, the question comes at this particular aspect. In which, like June 2022, there's a question that came, question 2, at least question 2, something like that, paper 1, right? Requesting in the year, requesting the year, I think it was the year, something like that. The first letter was written to the British monarch. The first letter was written to the British monarch. That was August 1879. Take note, when they talk about monarch, we are talking about the queen, right? If they ask you the letter written to the English monarch, King Aqua wrote a letter to the English monarch in which year, right? We use that word monarch, just change it to what? Queen. And we know that the first letter was written to the Queen. That was the 7th August 1879 by King Aqua and Sub Chief. When Queen Victoria never gave a positive reply, the second letter was written in March 1881. That was King Bell through Consort Howard. And the third letter now was a joint letter, King Bell and King Aqua. That was November 1881. Now we move forward now. They said the first capital of German Cameroon was after German annexation was Douala. The second was Boya, and the last was Yaoundé. That was Yaoundé was during the First World War. That was the last German capital in Cameroon. Now, the Douala kings prefer British annexation than any other power. Take note, the Douala kings prefer which European to annex them? The British. Now, in 1894, Marsh Buchner introduced the Cameroon Council to replace the Court of Equity. The most appropriate measure taken by the British to regulate trade on the coast of Cameroon before 1884 was through what? The establishment of the Court of Equity in Douala. In 1884, the Roman Catholic Church was established in Cameroon. In 1879, the American Presbyterian began work in the Batanga area under Reverend Licton Wilson. Good. On Saturday, 24th March 1883, the inhabitants of Victoria, led by King William of Bimbia, wrote to the British government for the annexation of their territory through Consul Edward Hewett. Good. This is just the Cameroon on the eve of German annexation. Dear candidate, dear students, right? Now, if you really need more topics, subtopics like that, for example, after this, you have the scramble for Cameroon. After the scramble of Cameroon, you have German administration. There you have First World War, British mandate, French mandate, trusteeship, and the rest. You have all the possible tips for your paper one. To have all the possible tips for your paper one, get back to me through my WhatsApp, and we'll see what to do, right? Because there are many work like that will facilitate your paper one and your paper ones and extra. Now let's examine the example of paper. After seeing all this, look at this paper now. This June 2022 first two questions, right? Now look at the first question. Which of the following coastal town of Cameroon owes its creation in the 1880s to the activity of the English Baptist missionaries? Remember, in the first part of this our work, in the first page that we started in our introduction there, I told you that Alfred Secker was the one who founded Victoria. Victoria. In which year was that? 1858. Now look at the question now. Which of the following coastal towns of Cameroon owes its creations in the 1850s to the activity of the English missionaries? Now, which English missionaries now? The London Baptist missionary, right? But who among that are we talking about? We're talking about Alfred Secker. And which town is that? Victoria. So our answer for question 1 here was simply D. Now look at question 2. In which month and year did the Cameroon kings and chiefs make a formal request to the British monarch to annex Cameroon? You see that we saw it in that particular work. And I told you that on the 7th of August 1879, right, King Akwa with his sub-chief, right, make what? A formal request to the British monarch. Until I told you that the British monarch, they just changed what? The British queen to annex Cameroon. So the correct answer here is A, August 1879. Good. This is the end of our class, the end of this subclass, right? If you need more of this piece of work, just kindly get to me through my WhatsApp number 679199217, right? Equally, there are WhatsApp groups for ordinary level history and citizenship, and there are also WhatsApp group for advanced level history. The A-level student, please don't worry, right? I've not forgotten you people. I've not abandoned you people. I'm there with you people, right? Because I mostly work with the A level. I just introduced myself with the O level this recent year, but normally I always work directly with the A level students, right? And equally, if you need a place where to study in an evening school, Mario Evening School is the best. Mario Evening School is the best. I repeat, Mario Evening School is the best. Situated at Jouvence. You can pass through Jouvence or Simbok, right? If you need any contact for Mario Evening School, you can get to me and I will direct and forward you to Mario Evening School. Thank you very much.